Well, if it isn't Nilou!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilou. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they...
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory. Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah. Let's go to the next store.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jute said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilou, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumter Beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumter Beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumter Beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed headfirst to the Sumter Beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials,
ça a été la route.
right?
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff? Paimon?
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better
Top
idea
alors.
of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These 2 look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the 2 of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating? Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilu saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay?
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya! Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course! Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests, so please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow. Yep. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep, the Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilou!
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Welcome, Nilou. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes. Something very important. Nilou, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me? I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met.
Ahem.
Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
That's right.
I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay, I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep, it's a grand plan and we're all
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice and quiet.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow.
Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Yep, good night, everyone! Today is the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Alhaitham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you, Alhaitham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Niagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Niagarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow, so there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decor. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the Academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
Justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Alhaitham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Alhaitham? So you're still on the Academia's side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest person. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well, I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they'd locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. Eh? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Please work.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless dark.
Nahida! Nahida!
Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything?
Jusque-là, pour l'instant, moi, perso, je suis plutôt satisfait. Je suis plutôt content de... On a des bonnes surprises. Clairement, je trouve que l'histoire est quand même bien dessinée. Et ouais, ils nous ont pas tout dévoilé et on apprend au fur et à mesure. Pour l'instant, je suis content. Mais je suis parti sur l'idée que je m'attendais pas à grand chose, donc c'est pour ça que je suis plutôt content aussi.
That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha Day stuff? Yep, so that means our next act is Nilou's performance!
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
C'est vrai que moi j'ai pris l'habitude de ne pas comparer les différentes régions. Parce que si tu compares comme ça entre les régions, clairement mon stade est supérieur. Tout l'arc avec... comment il s'appelait le dragon Hein Storm Terror. C'était quand même poussé, les tornades qui montaient dans mon stade, c'était quand même vachement bien travaillé. Liyue, bon, le fait que le divinité se fait passer pour morte, Inazuma, c'était travaillé. C'est vrai que chaque région a sa propre histoire et la chambre de Jade. Ouais, la chambre de Jade à Liyue était pas mal, avec sa super cinématique. C'est vrai que je suis parti sur le fait de ne pas comparer les différentes régions, parce que clairement, c'est pas pareil. Je considère que quand on passe à une autre région, c'est comme si on avait un nouveau jeu en fait. Et c'est peut-être pour ça que je suis pas déçu et que j'arrive toujours à apprécier au fur et à mesure. C'est le fait que je ne compare rien dans ce jeu. Quand je vois les mécaniques de jeu, tu vois, un truc tout con, arrivé à Inazuma, ils ont commencé à nous mettre les espèces de trucs électriques où tu pouvais te téléporter là, enfin te passer d'un endroit à un autre très rapidement. Ça a continué à Sumeru. Pas trop, mais Sumeru, ça m'a un peu déçu en termes d'histoire. Je peux comprendre tout à fait ton point de vue. Je le comprends. Je dois avouer qu'au début, quand je suis arrivé à Sumeru, j'avais pas un très très bon point de vue, ça je le reconnais. Le début de la quête, clairement, comme tu disais, le fait que ça répète sans arrêt, tout ça, c'est vrai que je trouvais ça dommage et pas assez poussé. C'est peut-être pour ça justement que j'ai baissé en termes d'attente aussi. Et là, clairement, je trouve que pour l'instant, ouais, les trucs annexes, ouais, je suis d'accord, c'est plutôt bien cherché. Mais là, je dois avouer que pour l'instant, j'ai pas fini la quête d'histoire encore. Mais là, je suis vraiment très content de la façon dont ils ont poussé la réflexion, de faire un plan, de le cacher, au final pour pas que les autres le découvrent. Donc on s'attend à quelque chose, mais au final c'était pas ça. Je trouve qu'ils ont quand même bien réfléchi. Ils sont bien creusé la tête pour penser à tout. Du coup, on va voir la suite. Du coup, j'ai dû faire un peu l'histoire de Nilou pour pouvoir débloquer Nilou pour la quête histoire. Mais ouais, pour l'instant, je suis plutôt content. Et j'avoue que j'ai envie de savoir comment on va renverser, parce que je m'attends du coup à ce qu'on renverse le sage, le grand sage. Donc je vais voir. Et qu'on ramène la Rally Kusanali en avant et qu'on la libère. C'est clairement ce qui va se passer, j'en suis sûr. Mais là, pour l'instant, je suis plutôt content. Je trouve que c'est quand même bien travaillé. Mais ouais, clairement, ça n'a rien à voir avec ce qu'on a pu voir avant. C'est vrai que quand on repense à Inazuma, ils avaient bien fait. Ah, Nilou, sa quête, mon dieu, sauver un théâtre, j'en pouvais plus. Pour l'instant, j'ai fait que le début, j'ai parlé à 3 vendeurs et c'est tout. Non, j'ai pas avancé trop la quête de Nilou. En fait, j'ai juste fait, juste pour pouvoir débloquer la suite de la quête histoire, parce que j'étais bloqué parce que j'avais pas fait la quête de Nilou. Mais il faudra que je les fasse de toute façon, parce qu'il n'y a pas le choix. Mais ouais. Moi, je continue parce que je trouve ça plaisant. Je trouve qu'il continue à faire de bonnes histoires. Et je dois avouer que je suis un peu déçu qu'on ne puisse pas affronter Dotoré. Je m'attendais. Parce que là, Dotoré qui se barre en disant j'ai fait ce que j'avais à faire. Tu sens sa tension avec Scaramuccia. Ouais. Je pense que de toute façon, lui, il va avoir un rôle. Je m'attends à... C'est bête, hein. Mais je m'attends à ce que qu'il ramène à la vie la Signora. Parce qu'ils l'ont tué. On l'a tué, bêtement, à Inazuma. Mais c'est un personnage que tout le monde veut en joueur. Et franchement, je pense qu'elle va être pas mal. Et je pense qu'ils vont la ramener d'entre les morts à un moment ou à un autre. Je pense que ça, ils sont obligés. Je vois pas comment sinon. Totoré. Oui, bah, ok. Je continue l'histoire. Je me tais.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Ce que je dis, ce que j'ai coupé le son, c'est que là, c'est la première fois qu'on joue un personnage tant que voyageur comme ça dans cette histoire.
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends. I really, really appreciate all of your help.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilou, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Donc tu as apprécié la partie de l'histoire de la 3.2 quand la tension a monté, enfin quand ça s'intensifie. Ok, mais pas de souci. T'as pas compris ce que j'ai dit. Je disais en fait là, si tu veux, c'est tout bête, hein, mais c'est que là, du coup, notre personnage principal n'est plus là, il est en prison. Et là, ils nous ont mis Nilou et on se promène sur la carte avec Nilou. Du coup, pas du tout le personnage principal. C'est la première fois qu'ils nous font toucher l'environnement sans avoir notre personnage principal avec nous.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the Academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Ah t'inquiète, parce que c'est vrai, c'est le genre de truc, c'est idiot, hein, mais je regarde. Voilà, hop, on a Nilou uniquement. Et on se barre, allez on se barre. Non, on va pas faire la quête. On va se promener avec Nilou uniquement. Je sais, franchement, c'est pas faisable. On sait que c'est pas faisable parce qu'il n'y a pas de point de téléportation. On constatera qu'on a la carte, plus de pourcentage, plus de téléportation. Et le chat fait quelque chose dans la salle, là. Je sais pas quoi. Ouais, c'est... Voilà. En vrai, je serais curieux de voir si on est capable de se barrer. Ce n'est pas le chemin de l'académie, on ferait mieux de s'en tenir à notre plan. Et ben pour répondre, on peut se barrer. Ah, j'ai rien dit. Ils ont quand même maîtrisé le truc. Oula.
Je sais pas.
Oh ouais, j'ai un problème de ton texte tranquille qui tremblait sur l'écran. Trop bizarre. J'avais ton texte oh shit, j'avais même pas fait gaffe à ça. Ça tremblait, difficile à lire. Et t'as ton MDR qui est apparu et lui était bien net. Trop chelou. Le mec a niqué sa game. Non, dis pas ça. Arrête.
Faut que tu recommences tout.
Oh non, allez, calmez-vous. Ok, donc c'est juste le petit récapitulatif, c'est tout.
Nilou, are you sure about this?
Ah oui,
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Ok, je m'y attendais pas. Bah, c'est pas grave, on va s'en taper le discours. Et what the fuck? Bah ouais, c'est trop ça, je m'y attendais pas. En gros, ils m'ont fait... En fait, ce qui s'est passé, c'est comme si j'avais éteint mon jeu et que j'avais eu un petit résumé que t'as pas le temps de lire, comme ça. Voilà, je peux accélérer, du coup, j'ai pas besoin de le lire. C'est vrai que moi, de base, je fais le défilement automatique, comme ça, je pose la manette et je lis juste les textes et je me plonge dedans. Bah là, tu vois, je zappe. Dommage. Ah, moque-toi, Aurélie, moque-toi. Ah, ils avaient prévu leur coup. Ouais, mais ils auraient pu faire recommencer plus loin, tu vois. Ils ont quand même été gentils, on va dire. Allez, c'est bon, commence correctement.
Hey, Nilou! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our Bait People Away with Yalda Candy's plan is working beautifully.
Ça me fait penser à ce qu'avait dit Aurélie, que des gens avaient quitté le rêve en boucle et avaient dû tout refaire. Ouais, j'imagine. Bah, c'est le même principe, ouais. Bah, je suis content que ça m'a fait pas un trop gros retour en arrière, donc ça va. Là, t'imagines si je devais reprendre jusqu'au rêve? Oh non, l'horreur. Non, c'est pas possible. Ça serait horrible.
Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
Bah, même pas 5 minutes en vrai.
So much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Ouais, t'inquiète,
Yeah,
moi j'ai
thanks to
compris.
you. I'm really
C'est vrai que moi
grateful.
je dis sur le coup, mais t'inquiète, j'avais bien compris.
Time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by.
Excuse-moi Tanguy, du coup je regardais la cinématique. Ouais, j'aime bien car je sais s'il y avait eu du décalage. Mais pile quand j'ai entendu ah bah non, ça fait rien, hop, écran de chargement. Ok. Ces gardes ils m'ont fait rire. Ouais, franchement, ouais, on va regarder, y a pas de souci. Pas dégage. Ok. Et ouais, franchement tranquille. Et tu vois que le fait que c'était prévu parce que ils ont modifié la cacha. Donc c'est pas le bon message qui est apparu. Et comme ça, on va pouvoir sortir de prison tranquille.
Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage?
Et bonsoir Sieur. Alors juste soir, comment doit-on le prendre? Bonsoir, mauvais soir, joyeux soir. J'attends ta petite phrase.
Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else was distracted?
Juste ce soir, d'accord. Bon bah soir, Sieur. Comment tu vas? Ça fait longtemps.
Oh, it's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Milo's task was supposed to go a bit like...
Ah, Tanguy, pas mal, pas mal. Bien joué. C'est vrai que si tu ne mets que
Now that
le
Lesser
fond,
Lord Kusanali's consciousness has
il
been
manque un morceau.
forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the Academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
Alors, je suis en retard, je suis seulement à la première pyramide au tombeau dans le temple. Ah ouais, t'as un peu de retard. Fais attention de pas trop se spoiler parce que là j'arrive quand même vers la fin de l'histoire de Sumeru. Fais attention, sûr. Là, je suis vraiment sur la fin, donc tout ce qui se passera sur l'écran va te spoiler.
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her.
Tu en es où exactement, Sueur? Est-ce que c'est difficile?
Première pyramide, le problème, c'est une quête secondaire.
Ouais, c'est une quête secondaire, la première pyramide. Là, c'est pas la quête principale. C'est les quêtes avec la tablette. Enfin, j'imagine.
Bah, soit il a fini avec la boucle temporelle.
Est-ce que ouais, c'est ça la question. Est-ce que t'as fait la boucle temporelle, Sueur?
Et après, il y a Sino.
Parce qu'après, ouais, c'est Sino.
Et du coup, on rencontre Sino et qu'on fait des trucs avec lui.
Ah oui, bah oui, le début de cette quête.
I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards in the Academia are gone,
donc on pense que tu es à la fin de la quête de Sino. Donc...
Juste à faire...
Ouais, donc t'es pas loin. T'es pas loin de moi, grossièrement.
Ouais.
Une bonne heure et demie?
2-3 heures.
2-3 heures? Tu penses?
Sans finir Sino?
Ouais, bon, peut-être à 2-3 heures de là où je suis. Donc t'es pas loin non plus. Et moi, après, je suis à la moitié de ma partie, d'après Tanguy et Aurélie. Donc, tu vois, t'es pas non plus trop en retard.
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Ouais, car toi, Bueno, tu dois encore aller dans un endroit pour aller voir quelqu'un, et quand on pense que ça va être fini, bah ça ne l'est pas. Ouais, je pense savoir quoi. On va voir. Il est pas prêt. À ce point? Ok, je continue un petit peu. Je bosse demain. Enfin, on bosse demain. Je pense que je vais pas être frais demain matin.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation.
Tant que je suis prêt pour demain soir. Bah écoute. Tant que je bosse bien au boulot, c'est bon. On va voir. Et ouais, j'arrête pas de zapper des mots, ça m'énerve. Mais t'inquiète, pas de soucis. Et t'as fait la route aussi, c'est normal, tu fatigues, Tanguy.
Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach him a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
Alors, je dois encore finir la mise à jour. Je me suis avancé dans les défis Fortnite et Fall Guys pour les événements. Alors Fortnite, je touche pas. Tu vas voir demain pour Genshin, ok. Fall Guys pour les événements. J'ai pas trop touché Fall Guys sur les événements dans cette saison. Je dois avouer que j'ai plus trop le temps. Mais la saison m'attire moins. J'ai fait l'événement pour avoir... comment elle s'appelle, c'est avec le paro. Bah qu'on a joué ensemble l'autre jour et que... Hein? Kutsane, Rotsune... Hatsune Miku. Ouais, c'est ça. Je l'ai récupéré et j'ai joué quelques parties, c'est tout. Désinstalle Fortnite. Ouais, Tanguy, il est amoureux de Fortnite, c'est l'heure. J'avoue que moi je suis pas du tout Fortnite. J'arrive pas à accrocher à Fortnite. Oui, j'avance. Musclor pour une perruque blonde jusqu'à demain. D'accord. Ça vend pas du rêve.
This outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isaac? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
C'est comme Ben, il faut qu'il désinstalle Minecraft. Bon, là, tu as de l'espoir, hein. Ils sont à fond sur leur serveur Minecraft, là. Tu vois toutes les conversations qu'ils ont dessus. C'est un grand amoureux de Minecraft, il désinstallera jamais ça. C'est mort.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. I won't get cold feet.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isaac. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Ah, il a fini par faire un live. Parce que je lui ai demandé l'autre jour, je lui ai fait, mais pourquoi tu fais pas de live sur Minecraft vu que tu aimes jouer à ce jeu? Et du coup, il a vraiment fait un live. Et tu dis, pendant plus d'1 heure, il a juste fait une ligne droite sur un pont infini. D'accord. Et c'est quoi son projet à long terme?
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you! Don't try to run.
The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally left. I need to go.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her! Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
J'ai vu ton message, Tanguy, ouais. D'accord. Oui, t'es allé à gauche, moi je suis allé à droite.
Didn't we say to split up our search? Hurry, hurry! This place
Un
is...
spécialiste du
Why
cache-cache
are
dans
you all
Fortnite,
here?
sûr.
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on?
I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat? So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the desert?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
Attends, Tanguy, il y a 2 ans, j'ai fait un cache-cache à la ferme équestre de mon ami. On était 4 et j'ai gagné car personne n'avait pensé à regarder en haut du sapin. T'as grimpé dans un sapin pour te planquer? mais, 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 mais c'est génial! T'es un génie, super cachette.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
Ah bah là, c'est clair que tu t'es donné les moyens de cacher, c'était top.
This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards?
Pierre, bravo. Je valide. On doit t'appeler décoration de Noël. Elle est géniale, géniale. Se planquer dans un sapin. Du coup, on peut dire que Tanguy est soit une grosse boule pour un sapin de Noël, soit une petite guirlande. Après, je suis descendu, j'ai rampé dans la carrière et je me suis mis sous une bâche, jusqu'à ce que je sois sûr que j'étais le dernier. Mais chute-toi, là, là. mais elle est géniale. La sueur, elle est géniale.
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Je rappelle à ceux qui sont sur le live que les drops sont activés. Alors moi personnellement je viens de débloquer un drop. Et il ne me manque plus que le drop pour avoir les 30 primogèmes. Pensez juste à les récupérer au fur et à mesure parce qu'ils sont pas cumulables. Enfin ils s'accumulent pas, faut avoir récupéré le précédent pour le valider. Et après quand je leur ai dit que j'étais monté dans le sapin, la personne qui comptait avait vu que le sapin bougeait mais s'est dit « Mais non, personne n'aurait grimpé là-haut !» Pour le premier. Ouais. Donc profitez, comme je fais partie des partenaires de OyoLab, il faut en profiter. C'est pas énorme, mais c'est juste pour les streamers en fait, pour leur donner des vues et apporter du monde. Donc faut en profiter. Alors ouais, ça peut être un peu long, hein. Là c'est 2 heures pour avoir les 30 primogèmes, c'était 1h30 pour avoir les 30 conseils de l'aventurier. Mais bon, comme le temps passe assez vite, c'est tranquille. Alors personnellement, je vais pas encore faire 2 heures, hein, mais je referai peut-être pas demain soir parce qu'on fait Ghost of Tsushima, mais Mercredi peut-être? Peut-être.
J'avance.
Oui, j'avance!
Yes, I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
Mais oui, on va défoncer des Oni, Tanguy. Dès demain, on va se faire un grand plaisir.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Moi non plus, sûr. Je m'y attendais pas. Le piratage informatique dans Genshin, c'est pas mal.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. There must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me, but I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No one will come to save you. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are going out there. Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Suristhana, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them. I'm exhausted.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish.
Est-ce que je peux répondre à ça? Clairement, je ne répondrai pas. Mais la question de sûr, c'est est-ce que Sino est le roi écarlate?
Il fait l'histoire.
Il a dit, je suis pas censé savoir, mais est-ce que Sino c'est le roi écarlate? Donc là, oui, la réponse d'Aurélie, c'est fais l'histoire. Mais...
Fais l'histoire.
Ouais, fais l'histoire, ouais. On dira rien de plus.
Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time. So, how's Sino doing?
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too.
C'est après. C'est après de là où il est, en fait, je crois. Ah, la pyramide avec la tempête, t'as fait?
Non, mais s'il a pas fait le passage que parle ton...
Non, ouais. Je pense pas, Tanguy, qu'il ait fait ce passage. Parce que s'il a la pyramide avec la tempête, il va bientôt y arriver. Donc il va bientôt avoir sa réponse.
Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. Assuming nothing weird happened, we should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Should I say, it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all. Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends!
C'est quoi ton webtoon? Enfin, le nom de ton webtoon?
Thanks, you too.
Gozu? Ça parle de quoi? C'est un truc artiste martial. T'as un lien? Est-ce que tu peux me l'envoyer en MP, s'il te plaît?
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Ton âme se fait bouffer par TikTok depuis peu. Ah là là, sueur, on peut plus pour rien pour toi. On ne peut plus rien pour toi.
This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and even the entire world. It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay. Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you!
Ok, je vais essayer de récupérer le lien tout à l'heure et j'irai faire un tour du coup. Je te remercie.
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their god creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha.
Tu me l'as envoyé en MP. Merci, je te remercie beaucoup. Je vais regarder ça tout à l'heure. Je te donnerai mon avis du coup.
After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon. After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations.
Oh, t'inquiète, y a pas de souci.
If we
Enfin, je
don't
pense pas que
stop
ça
the
pose
God
de soucis.
creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
Might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of...
Alors, c'est bien, c'est que je parle en fait, mais personne m'entendait, je crois. Mon micro était coupé. En vrai, j'étais presque à 16 ans. Je disais juste que j'avais quasiment tous les personnages. Et oui, du coup, Lisa, ouais, j'ai dû le faire quand t'étais là, Tanguy, relax, tu te dis. C'est possible.
Ouais, je crois que t'as joué à Genshin Impact.
C'est possible, je sais plus trop ce que j'ai fait. Ah non, on t'entendait pas, voilà. Ah, j'avais coupé le micro. C'est possible. Bon, je coupe plus le micro.
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed
Sauf s'il y a
my
une
involvement to
cinématique.
complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly
Et si
brilliant.
j'ai parlé devant les vœux, t'as pas entendu. Ah oui, donc toute la partie... Ah, je demandais tout à l'heure si vous aviez des pronostics à faire. Du coup, ça fait que quand j'ai répondu à Sieur qui demandait les events en cours, bah, du coup, je le répète. Pour les events en cours, Sieur, bah, j'aurais pu montrer, oui. Il y a juste un seul événement. C'est un événement un peu fourre-tout, je dirais. On peut dire ça. C'est un événement test personnage.
Ouais, test des capacités.
Test des capacités de personnage. C'est pas ouf ouf. En tout cas, solo, c'est nul. Clairement, tout seul, c'est nul. Faut faire à multijoueur. Faut le faire à plusieurs. Ouais, c'est pour ça qu'il recommande le matchmaking. Moi, je vais le faire avec Aurélie, du coup. J'ai testé le premier. Clairement, je fais la suite avec Aurélie. Tout seul, c'est nul. Mais ouais, la dernière partie sera disponible à partir de demain. Enfin, tout à l'heure, quoi. Par contre, tu as le micro trop près des haut-parleurs, ça fait résonance. J'ai le micro trop près des haut-parleurs. Je suis loin du haut-parleur, pourtant. Je sais pas, il a une résonance. Pourtant, il n'y a pas de micro qui résonne. Ça fait doublon. Ah, c'est bizarre. Ça le faisait tout à l'heure, Tanguy?
Oh, also, this is for you. Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
Ouais, c'est bizarre. C'est comme s'il y avait eu un bug de micro.
Small device I put together just
Ah, c'est le jeu, ouais. Ok, c'est le jeu en doublon. Ouais, c'est parce qu'en fait, quand je parle, habituellement, je parle, et après je coupe le micro, ce qui fait que vous n'entendez pas le jeu en même temps, puisque je coupe. Bah, je vais continuer à couper, du coup. Ouais, c'est ça. Ça va dans le haut-parleur du micro. Enfin, dans le micro, parce que comme je laissais. Mais je recoupe, du coup.
You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people will remember Paimon because she... It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was... I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can rely on you. So the god of wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
C'est aussi ce que m'a dit Aurélie, tu vois. Vous aviez le même accord. Et elle m'a dit, arrête de leur parler, lis l'histoire. Allez, c'est parti pour ça.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's get to it.
Je fais une petite pause rapide et on attaque. Alors, c'est parti. Alors, ouais, comme dit Aurélie, elle a lu les messages, mais sinon c'est à partir de 1, let's go. Tu as fait comme moi, tu es allé dans ce qui s'appelle. Bah oui, je suis curieux, je vois un nouvel environnement, je vois. Ça c'est un suicide, monsieur. Par contre, je me suis pas suicidé. Bah moi j'ai voulu essayer, j'ai posé la question à Aurélie de, tu crois que si je me jette dans le vide, je meurs? Oui, il y a un fond. Bah il y avait pas de fond. Mais il fallait que j'essaye.
J'ai juste dit que j'allais pas essayer.
Est-ce que je laisse le son activé, le micro, pour le combat? Non, je coupe. Allez, profitez bien du spectacle.
Surtout s'ils entendent un écho, en fait.
Fonderie divine. Créer une divinité. Oui, nous utilisons la sagesse humaine pour créer un dieu. Hasard. Go donjon. Ouais, je coupe pour pas que vous ayez de doublons de son. Allez, au spectacle.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city?
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two?
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
Is that it, though? I've always thought that this Doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So,
The doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation. Ah, I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Time to work. Work time.
My apologies.
Go on. Give me the go.
Rest and rebuild.
Right.
Mind the damage.
Take flight.
Escape.
This isn't good.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
J'avoue, Sueur. Toujours chercher les coffres pour trouver 3 carottes et 2 choux. Mais c'est toujours comme ça. Bon, des fois quelques prix, moi j'aime.
Be still.
Whirling snow. Yeah.
I guess this is it.
Take flight.
Dawn, break forth!
Flash breach.
Pay your dues, Lord.
Adept
Allow me. A brash maneuver.
Oh, cascade.
My apologies.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Ouais, dommage, mais bon. Ouais, ce que me disait Aurélie, c'est vachement guidé. Ouais, il est joli, je suis d'accord. Ça change un peu. Bah, j'en ai parlé avec Aurélie, justement, de l'arbre des Vanarana. Je suis clairement pas étonné, vu qu'à mon avis, ils vont l'augmenter que quand on aura la prochaine partie du désert. Ah, il était coincé. Mais ouais, je pense que ouais, on pourra l'augmenter quand on aura la prochaine zone. On sait pas quand. Un jour. Mais t'as raison, faut râler.
Whirling snap. Allow me.
Cascade.
Let's end this quickly.
Take flight!
This is bad.
This is...
Have a load of this.
Be still.
Mind the David. We've only just begun. And all you got. Looks like I went too far.
Dawn, break forth!
Whirling snow!
Cascade!
Ah ouais, là je suis d'accord, c'était méga dur. Bon ouais, ça change un peu par rapport à ce qu'ils ont mis comme donjon en fait. C'est pas mal. Après je plains vraiment ceux qui jouent sur téléphone. Ça doit être une horreur.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
Oh no! What should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Are you nervous, Paimon?
If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you
C'est exactement ça, sûr. Bien trouvé, bien trouvé.
Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well.
Curious? Curious about what?
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing?
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like a god's.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something, dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place!
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god. Sure!
Rusty, Reap! My opponent!
Be still.
Insignificant pest! At my command, you shall fall!
Ways to the wicked!
Feeble human!
Take flight! Whirling snap! Rusty, Reap!
Perish!
Je voulais juste faire une petite pause. On est d'accord que c'est ou pas forme déchaînée là.
Tremble! Burn to oblivion!
Be still.
Kneel! Reality is pain.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
foolish tricks won't save you.
Stuart, tu me tues. Et toi Guy aussi, je lis vos messages mais je réponds pas pour pouvoir me concentrer. Sumérien, rassemblement!
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
I am the all-knowing God.
Make yourselves a move! Take flight!
Kneel!
Coming Santo Art! Sometsu! Allow me! Torrent, bring refuge!
Burn to oblivion!
Dawn, break forth!
Kneel!
Let's move out.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Let's move out. Whirling snow!
Cascade, coming Sato up. Suyu!
My apologies!
Committed to memory. I see everything.
Your new god awakens!
Lasts forever.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Rest and rebuild! Take flight!
Kneel!
My apologies!
Be still. Burn to oblivion!
Hold the line!
Reality is pain!
Whirling snow!
Humans. Filthy humans.
Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know?
Je suis déçu. Il est redevenu une poupée, si je comprends bien. Une poupée qui va devoir revivre... Bonne nuit à toi, sûr. Mais oui, garde-toi la surprise. Déjà là, t'en as perdu pas mal. Et merci d'être passé. J'espère que t'as pu dropper un peu.
Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
Aww. Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery.
Ah non, je pense que je vais être la tête dans le derrière demain matin, je pense.
We can cross the polluted consciousness until we
Je vais
find the
arrêter dès
right
que je
path
peux
to
là.
meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment. That's so scary. Don't worry. It should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Take flight. My apologies.
Rest and rebuild.
Cascade. Mind the deluge.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Allow me. Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Cascade. Adept back. Ways to the wicked.
My apologies.
Be still.
Coming Santo Art. Sumetsu. Let's do that. Uphill battle.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? but everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
C'est exactement ça. Donc au final, on est arrivé à l'arbre, le premier truc qu'on a vu à Sumeru quand on est arrivé, qui se faisait à moitié détruire, on finit par y arriver.
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature? Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, and the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no! How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and And they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from, but I feel very sad. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Ermin soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
sound? Traveler, Paimon!
I've been
Aurélie m'a
waiting
dit, je
here
l'ai pas
far
vu.
too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Ok Tanguy, à demain. Moi, dès que je peux, j'arrête et je vais me coucher. Bonne nuit à toi et à demain.
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the god of wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision!
Sheer
You can't be
foolishness.
serious.
How could I have been so
short-sighted.
You think
even
this is the
yourself?
end?
Wait.
I'll have
I
Please
will.
wait.
You'll make
Good
this
riddance,
moment
Count.
You will regret this.
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the God of Wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Together! Okay. Wake him up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now. Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Every course of action has its risks. Be careful.